people are gonna be so sad because David is the
Raisin Bran Crunch with crunchy clusters. Bring on the.
Shut your bitch ass up. Shut up. Like, just shut up, please. You're embarrassing me enough. But I'm just saying, like, um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the David situation was so crazy, gang. Like, I never knew like David would pull something like that. You know what I mean? Like who do something like that. Like, what you guys think? Like, David, bro, I feel like he's not the type of person that would like murder. I mean, like, I don't know much about David, but I do know his songs though. I know his songs. The one song he made was what's the song he made? Uh, what's that song he made? On the back of my mind. That shit. Like, bro, my sister's on that shit. Like, God help her. But yeah, that song, bro, in the back of my mind, and there was the other one. The other song was like, "What are you waiting for?" Like, bro, that song was tough. I can't lie. David has nice songs, but he doesn't look like the type of person to be like, you know what I'm saying? So today we gonna be reacting to this story, cause I don't fully know about the whole story, but I just know that he killed some girl that was allegedly a minor and was his girlfriend. That shit deep. Golly, bruh. Like, how low? I don't know why niggas are dating minors these days. Like, what's wrong with your niggas? Your niggas need Jesus. Let's get back to the video before this ad will embarrass me.
Crunch.
Now, if you've been on social media the last week, you probably heard about the viral story surrounding popular singer David, spelled D4vd. It's
d4dd. D4, no, it's actually d4vd. I don't know why you made yourself like that. I ain't gonna lie. D4D, like, bro, just call yourself David, bro.
when the body of a Jane Doe was found inside a Tesla registered to him. At first, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now. The David story just got really dark, and in this video, I'm going to break it down all together with you. So drop a like on this video because you're in for one hell of a story. Now, before we get into the latest developments, let's rewind for a second because just a few days ago, this is what we knew. Popular singer David, spelled D4vd, a 20-year-old Houston-raised artist who blew up on TikTok with his song Romantic Homicide, a sleeper hit with over 1.6 billion streams on Spotify.
Damn.
That opened the door for him to a major record deal, global
I ain't gonna lie,
recognition.
he does look zesty though. Some real shit, like his aesthetic. It's giving a hippie. It's giving hippie. Like, is he not like a hippie? He is a hippie, right? Like hippie, like he does make hippie music. Hold on, let me ask ChatGPT. Hold on. Like, he does make hippie music. I ain't gonna lie.
Recognition, tours, and major brand collabs. On the surface, he was just a young star living the dream life. But about a week ago, Los Angeles police made a discovery, one that would soon be connected to David himself. On September 8th, 2025, police in Los Angeles found a decomposed body inside a Tesla, and that Tesla was registered to a David Burke, which turned out to be popular singer David himself. According to reports, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from the car. When they opened up the Tesla's trunk, they discovered human remains stuffed inside a bag. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner described her as a female, about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds, which equals to 32 kilograms for my international viewers. She had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, "shh," like, "shh, quiet." At the time, her name wasn't released, but those details alone were shocking as they were considering who this car was connected to. The LAPD confirmed the vehicle had been sitting in the yard for days, and they even had to call David himself, who was on tour at the time, to inform him that his car had a body inside of it. And David was cooperating with the police and claimed he had no knowledge of what they found. But while that was happening, the fallout started hitting him hard. Clothing brand Hollister, who had just launched a campaign with David, pulled his images from their website and seemingly ended their relationship with the singer quietly. And at the same time, the internet was asking a lot of questions, right? How did this young, popular artist with no history of violence suddenly get tied
to... He don't look like a killer. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, David was with streamers. I remember one time he was with this one streamer. Like, he was just a jolly person. Like, he was joyful. Like did this guy not just say he gave his life to God? I remember one time he said, "I gave my life to God." Like he was, like I didn't have no hate with David. That's the thing. But it wasn't like my type of music I would be listening to every day. You know what I mean? Like I did like two of his songs, but I wasn't like a big fan. I'm not like a big fan. My sister is. God help her.
Disturbing. For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything.
The fact that Grammarly
I told y'all niggas, bro. I told y'all like, here's the thing. It's the ads, okay? Okay, I didn't pay for it. Okay, fine. Okay, this.
predict what our instructors might say is fascinating. This feature allows you to upload your instructor's rubric and see a predicted grade. Note that this
A week after the news broke, we finally got confirmation of who that person was. According to NBC News, the victim was identified through forensics as 15-year-old Celeste.
She was 15. Wait, how old is David? Let me do my research real quick. Hold on. He 20. Damn. Nah, bro, you reaching it, bro. At this point, bro, you reaching. Nah, bro, you. Whoa. 14 is like, wait, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's like 6 years. Jesus, bro. No, 5 years, right? 6, 5? 5 year gap, 6 year gap. Jesus Christ. Sure. You pushing it, nigga.
Celeste had been reported missing out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her home around 9 p.m. one evening and never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted her photos, and pleaded for anyone with information to come forward so their baby girl could be brought home. At the time of her disappearance, she had last been seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, and Hello Kitty sandals. So when police connected the remains inside David's Tesla to Celeste through forensic testing, it wasn't just a tragic discovery. It was the end of a year-long search her family had been desperately holding on to hope for. Authorities also said that she had likely been dead inside that Tesla for an extended period of time before the body was discovered. Right now, the exact cause of death has not yet been determined. The LAPD says the coroner has not classified the case as a homicide or released a manner of death, and there are no suspects at this time. As for David himself, real name David Burke, a spokesperson said he was informed of the situation and that he is fully cooperating with authorities. At the time, like we stated, he was of course on tour, but his scheduled show in Seattle was canceled immediately after the news broke. So with Celeste now identified, the tragedy hit even harder. A 15-year-old little girl who had been missing since 2024 was found in the trunk of a car registered to a popular singer in the music industry. Just as the internet was trying to process what happened, police have officially made their next move, and it shows just how serious they're taking this case right here.
Shit.
Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified, investigators made their next move. Police executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. He doesn't own the property, but sources confirmed it was a place he had been living recently. And here's where things get more serious. TMZ reports that the home was actually rented by David's manager, and detectives did not leave empty-handed. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division walked out with several evidence bags and a computer. Photos and videos posted earlier this year even showed David inside the house, singing with producer Benny Blanco in the kitchen and dancing in the living room. TMZ compared the interiors of that footage to real estate listings, and they matched the property.
Benny's tough though. Benny's tough though. Benny's tough though. Benny's tough. Y'all can't hate. Benny's tough. Benny's tough. You know Benny Coop? Like, bro, that guy's tough. Like, his songs, okay. Now you can come to me. Because my sister likes him. David. Like, it's not bad. But, like, God help her, as we said again. Because she's going through it right now. Because after she found out this case, I don't know. My sister's been in the room crying. I'm like, bitch, why you crying? The fuck? Get up. Like, the fuck? Why you crying? Oh, no. He killed that girl. So? Like, the dude don't know you. And plus, he, like, whatever he... If he's going to jail, he's going to jail, period. Bro. Like, fuck.
Police searched. Neighbors also recall seeing that same Tesla parked outside the house for days before it was eventually towed. A car with Texas plates and a big dent that stood out on the street. At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps There was no coincidence.
Okay. There was no coincidence. You know how
You might
crazy
not
was
look
that?
at a ramp and think AI innovation.
Bruh. Now, low key, this is gonna be the last time these ads are in my videos. Respectfully. This is gonna be the last time. Last time. Trust me. These ads are tripping. Every time. I gotta be pausing shit and looking at y'all in the camera and feel so embarrassed, like, because of these ads, bro. This is the last time you'll see these ads, bro. I'm gonna get YouTube Premium, bro. I will get YouTube Premium.
This is a new era where access.
So for now, police haven't classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot made the grim discovery. Investigators say the case now depends on the coroner's findings. And so far, the process has apparently been very difficult. I'm assuming it's probably because, her body was decomposed, so that would make a lot of sense, right? No arrests have been made so far, but the fact that LAPD homicide detectives are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're...
Bro, this nigga don't look like a killer, though. He looks genuine. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
So far, but the fact that LAPD homicide detectives...
Like, bro, how can somebody this young be a killer? He's only 20. It's like those type of guys we see in the morning, like, hey, dude, hi, how are you? Like, you know those joyful people? Like, they're always happy 24/7. I feel like he's that kind of person. I don't see a killer in him, like, low-key. But, hey.
Are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're closing in on his world. And if that wasn't enough, okay, the plot has thickened even more, and we got some new details that make this story darker than anyone expected. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste, they reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed two things. Number one, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number two, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, shh. Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial reports from the coroner were saying. But here's where things get crazy, because David himself has the exact same tattoo inked on his right index finger. And on the screen right now, you'll see a picture of that. So let's just keep this on the screen for a second if you want to check it out, because I don't want you rewinding this and going out of your way to, rewind it. So as you guys can see, here's the picture. Looking. You see it?
I'm seeing it, gang. I'm seeing that picture. Shh. What you mean, shh? You pedo? No way. So you telling me, bro, this nigga... Hold on, bro. I'm tired of it. But you telling me this nigga got that shorty the same exact tattoo. So like this thing was gonna be a secret somehow. Like, don't tell anybody that I'm dating you. Shh. Oh, don't tell anybody that I took you away from your family. Shh. Nah, that's evil shit. That's some evil shit, I ain't gonna lie. If you think about it, nah, that's some evil shit, I ain't gonna lie. Shh, don't tell anybody. Woo! That's some evil shit for real, bro. Like, I feel like he knew. Like, David knew what was going on. Like, nah, nigga, that's some evil shit. That's creepy. Shh.
Let's keep it moving. All right, so this is already a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. This is a lot. Okay, so let's just sit with this for a second. They found a body in a Tesla registered to David. It ends up being 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who's been missing since April 2024. Ma Dukes, Celeste's mother, said her daughter had a boyfriend named David. And on top of all that, they both got the same tattoo on their finger. And it doesn't stop there, because the plot just keeps on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom. They actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I will just keep it on the screen for a second or two just so you can watch it, so you don't have to rewind. You see it right there? All right. And out of respect for her family, I've blurred her face in any of the visuals in this video, okay?
Bet.
According to TMZ, one of the photos shows them sitting together at a booth at a venue, both of them wearing black. Now, TMZ also pointed out something very interesting, which was David is wearing the same exact shirt in that booth photo as he wore in a picture with singer Billie Eilish back in October 2023, and that photo is right here, okay? Now, this is what TMZ stated, and in no way, shape, or form is this particular connection a sign of anything beyond what they reported. It's just an observation they made to support the photo being authentic, okay? And it wasn't just photos, however, okay? TMZ also posted a live stream from January 2024 showing the two of them on camera together answering questions from fans. In the clip, you can hear what appears to be Celeste telling David to respond to a comment. That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old girl we're talking about. Now,
Like,
TMZ,
she young,
who honestly,
bro.
they've
She
been
young as hell, bro. 15. God damn, bro. She's young as hell, bro. 15 is like what? Grade 10? Grade 9? Grade 10? I think around there. Like she's probably like doing grade 10 or some shit. Damn, David, bro. You have money. Like, you have the world in your hands, bro. Biggest artist. Bro. Was it not the same guy who was making his songs in his phone, bro? Bro, he was on Bandlab cooking. He was on Bandlab, and like there was this one interview. He was like saying he made all of his songs through a phone. Like, this guy was tough. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But bro, things like this, bro. Control your BP. Respectfully, control your BP, bro. Bro, she was only 15. She was only 15. Wait, the mom said the case was reported that a 13-year-old was missing. So you trying to tell me that David had this girl since she was 13? Ew. Oh. Yo. 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 13 is crazy.
some work on his story, right? They did even more digging. And what they claim is this. They found another photo of David in Lake Elsinore, the same city where Celeste went missing back in April 2024 after leaving her home around 9 p.m.
Like, Shorty was 13 when the case was reported. So probably like David. I ain't gonna lie, David, bruh. David. Shorty was 13 when they met, bro. Now she's 15. So David had to be like, how old must David be? Probably he was like, what? 18 when she met the girl? Ugh. Golly, bruh. Nigga. I don't know, bruh. This is worse than a pedophile, bro. There should be another word than a pedophile. This is,
back. For context, Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's where Celeste lived with her family. And here's the part that made people react, okay? The photo that TMZ stated that they have was taken just a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. Once again, I want to make it clear, this is what TMZ reported. I'm not saying that this, says anything. I'm just reporting what they said, okay? And also, just so we're on the same page here, police have not named a suspect in Celeste's death. But according to TMZ, for detectives to even get that search warrant on the Hollywood Hills home that David lived in but doesn't own, that's what led investigators to seize a computer and multiple evidence bags from the property. Now, since I want to be very mindful of how I cover this particular story, considering how sensitive it is, let me just say it like this, right? There are other photos and videos of Celeste and David floating around social media, but I won't be showing those here. Her family just got the worst possible news of their life, and I want to keep that in mind as I break the story down. So we're sticking strictly to what's been reported publicly by verified outlets. That way we keep it respectful, accurate, and, above all else, responsible.
So basically,
right?
bro's caught. Like, there's no way that he's not guilty. Like, bro's guilty, right? Like, there's images of him with this shorty. There's videos. There's probably videos taken, like, they say he was in a live stream with the girl. So his raps, damn, GG's for my guy. Like, GG's for my guy. Like, shit, he's going to jail. There's so much of evidence that this guy was with that girl. For him to be not guilty is crazy. Like, I'm just saying, if that happens. But he's guilty for sure.
I swing an axe all day, but crown coins
I
get...
don't care, bro. You can swing that axe all day, bro. Shit.
Now, this next part is wild as well, because there's this video that surfaced online that TMZ published, which is a video of one of Celeste's alleged former teachers talking about her in class. He pulled out his phone, showed students a photo of himself with Celeste, and said he had taught her years ago. And according to this teacher, Celeste first disappeared after meeting David on social media. He claims this, right? And he even claims that she ran away to Hollywood with him before police eventually tracked her down and returned her to her mother.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Like how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year. May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, and it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
The teacher says that she went missing again in May 2024, 1 month after she was reported missing in April of 2024, and that was the last he heard of her until now. He told his class he was sharing this as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media. Again, this is what the teacher is claiming.
Teacher, bro. Let these kids know, bro. Let these kids know. Let these kids know, bro. They are pedophiles out here, bro. Golly, teacher though. Like, I'm glad, like, he's showing this to everybody. Like, I'm glad, like, he's telling his whole class. Like, I'm glad, cause this is so cooked. Especially for her, like, she... Hold on, 1 minute. No. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Continue with the video.
But as you guys can see, I just played the video, right? The plot definitely keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And on that note, there's also a bunch of Discord messages floating around the internet right now that people are connecting to this story. Since I personally can't verify if they're accurate or not, I won't be showing them in this video. But what I will say is this. They're out there and they're adding a whole other layer of speculation to this case right here. Now here's another layer people online have been talking about. A leaked song that's been floating around where David allegedly mentions Celeste by name. Supposedly the track is titled Celeste. Now let's be very clear. I have no clue where this comes from. Is it legit? Is it AI? I can't verify that. And that's exactly why I'm not going to play it here. But it's been circulating, and the fact that people even believe this record exists has added another wild twist to the narrative. And by the way, just to be clear, it's an actual song. Like, it's an existing song, but I just can't verify if it's a real song, if you get what I'm saying. Because sometimes people might make certain things with AI because a story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now, with everything we just laid out, let's talk about the fallout, because things are starting to spiral. Right after Celeste was officially identified, David hit a pause on his world tour. He was actually going to perform in Europe, like places like Copenhagen, Stockholm, I believe London as well, and Poland if I'm not mistaken, but it looks like the tour has been put on hold as of today. On top of the tour getting shut down, a few popular artists in the industry have already started distancing themselves from David. One of those artists is Kali Uchis,
Kali.
a very talented singer who, the last time I checked, she was in a relationship with Don Toliver, and I believe they actually had a baby.
Yeah, they
She
married.
actually teamed up with David earlier this year on a song called Crashin' from his debut album Withered. But after the news broke about Celeste, Kali Uchis publicly responded on Instagram saying that the collab is in the process of being taken down from streaming services. And when people in her comments try to blame her for working with him, she fired back saying that's just internalized misogyny. In other words, women always getting blamed for what men do, which happens. Aside from that, Canadian pop star Tate McRae, one of the biggest names in the mainstream right now, has also decided to unfollow David on social media.
Damn.
And like we already know, Hollister pulled him from their campaign as well. So as you guys could see, the industry is, the industry is reacting to this, okay?
Yeah,
so right now, things are very much up in the
they're
air.
putting this nigga down. They're putting this nigga down. I'm talking about sponsorship is, yay, they're canceling this guy, bro. Spotify, canceled. He's cooked. He's cooked. Because now there's proof. There's images that he was around this girl. Everything. Like, he's cooked. Even the song, like, I clocked the song in the back of my mind. Bullshit. Apparently, in the back of my mind is the back of the car. You know what I mean? The back of my mind, like he said, I killed her. In the back of my mind. He kept on explaining some bullshit. Bro, David, you're cooked. GG's.
Authorities haven't named a suspect and they haven't even determined the exact cause of death. But the fact that they searched his home, seized evidence, they left with a computer, all these ties are being cut, it shows just how seriously they're treating this. For David, this isn't just a hit to his career, his entire world is hanging by a thread. It's strange how this thing started with Celeste being found in that Tesla and now it's turned into one of the most shocking stories the music industry has seen in a long time.
Especially this year,
story is going to keep on developing.
Especially this year, though, like 2025, after I heard this shit, I was like, damn, what a year. Like, what a year, 2025, yo. After I heard this shit, I was like, yeah, 2025 got it, respectfully. Yo, because this year, my guy, I don't know what type of... Nigga, what the hell is wrong with 2025? Like, let's be for real. 2025 shit happened like crazy, like random shit. Like, already, I thought Jesus was coming back. Dead ass. Like, do you remember when they were having like the TikTok rapture? Like, they said the rapture was coming on the 23rd of September. Yeah, 23rd of September. They said the rapture was coming. I was like, okay. Next thing, Charlie Kirk. Bah. Now, David. Damn. Nah, this year is crazy. Like, 2025 got it, bro. 2025 got it, bro. I don't know what's going to happen in 2026. But God be with us. Because shit is happening on a daily basis, bro. Like, shit is just... It keeps going. It keeps going. Like, I just don't know.
Eventually, we'll get the truth of what happened to 15-year-old Celeste. And I trust that law enforcement will do their due diligence because at the end of the day, this isn't just a headline right here. It's about a young girl and her family who deserve answers more than anybody. And as for David himself, his connection to Celeste is weird, it's strange, and honestly, it's pretty creepy in my opinion, right?
It's creepy as
I'm not
hell.
saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he's even connected to...
Bro, he's guilty, bro. Let's all admit it, bro. Like, I know the song, Hi Celeste. Bro, that shit... Like, if he's not guilty, then I don't know. Because why would the body be in your car? I don't know, guys. Yo, sometimes, bro, I don't feel like he's the killer, but sometimes you gotta look at the situation and be like, damn, you are the killer. You are the bastard. You're the bastard that killed the child. But at the same time, it's like, you might not kill the child, you know what I mean? Like, it might not be you. But still, why were you dating the child, though? Like, this guy's cooked. He's cooked.
Especially considering her age, I think it's weird, right? There are too many coincidences here for it not to raise eyebrows. But since we don't know what we don't know, it's hard to take a firm stance on what the truth actually is, right? What I do know is that public opinion is forming fast. And that's why people are looking at this situation and saying something doesn't feel right. My number one concern here is that Celeste's family gets justice and that they find out what really happened to her, why it happened, and who was responsible. Because yeah, the internet's locked in since it's tied to a popular singer and this guy's famous and nobody thought that he would ever be connected to something like this. But when you strip all that away, what matters most is the life that was lost. So my condolences go to Celeste's family, and I pray strength and comfort upon them during this time. I'll keep you guys updated as this story unfolds.
Damn. So I want y'all to be commenting in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to comment down below and really like look at the situation and be like, did this nigga kill that girl? Yes. Oh no. What you guys think? Because for me, yes. Straight up, there's too much evidence. There's too much proof. The guy made a song about her. The guy had pictures with her. They did a whole live stream. A whole live stream. Bro, that shit was in Twitch. Man, David, get your ass in jail, bro. You locked up. I ain't gonna lie. You locked up. I ain't gonna lie. You locked up. You are locked up. There is no way that this nigga is not guilty. I don't know, guys. For me, probably I'm bugging, but like, he's guilty. The guy has to be guilty, bro.